Hey, 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 happy Monday night. Welcome to the Angel Channel. I'm Bilar. Um, yeah, welcome to our weekly soul spa energy retreat. As always, I'd like to kick the show off with special thanks to our sponsor, Fried Okra TV. Yeah. Ernie, no, wrong. All right, I see how you're going to be already. Oh, no, I had the right one. Yeah, we'll go back again. You know, you can always get a do-over. Yeah, there we go. Fried okra. I've worked with Ernie for a long time, man. Super creative guy. Just brings more to the party than I can even tell you about. Just strongly encourage you to think about Ernie if you've got any kind of video scenario in need. And you know, he's always out there pitching shows and films and you name it. So go scope his stuff out, man. It's a really great thing that he has stepped up and helped us keep going with all of this. So heartfelt thanks, man. All right, just wanted to remind everybody that what we're working with are the angels of the SHEM HA MEPHORASH. And I've talked about this a couple times over the course of the year. Well, more than that now. We're coming up on going into our second year now. 57 shows. Anyway, what's really super cool about these is that there's thousands and thousands of angels, and these angels represent different aspects of God himself, like the source. And the way that the angel names were arrived at was using 3 verses out of the Old Testament and the out of Exodus. And then I won't go into this, but it's combining the letters of those 3 verses. And that's how the angel names, the 72 angel names, were arrived at. And those 3 verses were talk about the pillar of fire and smoke that kept the Egyptians from recapturing the Israelites and enslaving them again. And Moses had just led them across the Red Sea, and the pillar of fire was there, like hanging out. And I love the fact that this system is about that, and the presence of that fire of life and that protection and that joy and that feeling of being absolutely connected on a super deep level. These days it's like the thrill of the minute. It all goes by so fast, and the attention on that, what was the most important thing today, day after tomorrow will be like a bad thing. The source is always the source. Energy is always energy. We talk about this a lot, and that's one of the things I enjoy about the show the most, is actually working with real energy and immersing ourselves in the laws and the rules that energy follows. And when you live in accordance with those rules, man, things flow so much better. And one of the top of the list things in living in the energy world that you can do on a practical zone, like every day, every second, that you're thinking and you're projecting images and thoughts and ideas in your mind. You're creating your own universe. You know, you are the creator in a whole universe that's like this universe, but smaller, as above, so below. And we forget a lot of times how much impact and energy words have, and especially thoughts. You think, well, when you're in your mind and you're not saying stuff out loud, you know, it doesn't have any power behind it. But that's not really true, because all of your thoughts are creating thought forms in your astral body. And if you choose to continue to water those and feed those grow and become reality. But they all start there, and they all start with a thought and an idea and an intent, and boom, right there. So if you find yourself in a situation where, like, everyone that you know a lot of people, they're always fighting, there's always conflict, there's always drama, it's man, and you think it's about those people, and it is to a degree, but those were really just gifts. Those were really just the reflections of the energy you're putting out coming back to you. So if you have a lot of anger, if you have a lot of anger you haven't dealt with, and you've just stuffed it, and it's like always present, it's going to send that out in your energy frequency. You're emitting waves and energy all the time. So what do you send out to the universe? The universe isn't going to sit there and evaluate that and come up with energy to send you back that's somehow like going to be something you like. No, it's going to go and reflect, and whatever that frequency was, it's going to reflect back that frequency. So if you're in a scenario and you're mad all the time, and you think about being mad all the time, then the universe can't do anything but send you more opportunities to be mad. That's the same thing with fear. That's like, we talk about that all the time. If you're afraid, it's like a little, and you get a fear panic mode, man. You send up the flag saying, hey, send me some more scary stuff. So one of the most practical things that you can do is just catch yourself as you start to go into circle thinking, as you're angry, as you're experiencing fear or grief or whatever it is, resentment. Like, the more you chew on those, the more situations like those will show up. And the cooler you get inside, the more you go in. And that's always about this too. And we're going to talk here in a minute about loving yourself. But the more you go inside and work on your own fabric and your own metal, and take the knot that we're all sort of like get as we like motor through the world, and you untie that inside yourself, and your frequency gets different. Your color and your aura changes, your frequency changes. All of a sudden now you're not mad anymore, man, and you're sending out all these waves of love and creativity and being happy and grateful for your life. And all of a sudden you notice that those people that were around you start to fall off and just kind of disappear. Some, there's specific endings sometimes, but for me, it's been like, all of a sudden you just realize those people aren't around anymore. And when you get good with yourself, if nobody's around for a little while, that's all good too. That's just opportunity to get to know you inside, and to foster your connection out to the astral and the energy of goodness that's out there just waiting for you to connect with. So every time you find yourself chewing on something, anger, like anything that you don't want, don't think about, because as you think about them, you create those situations. What you think, you become. That's a Gandhi quote, and I ran across that like, wow, long time, 50 years ago. And I kind of like, it struck a really deep chord in me, and I didn't as I've learned and evolved and added more stuff, I understand that on a much a more profound level than I could have ever imagined. Like understanding what it really means now compared to what I understood when I first learned it. Crazy, 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 crazy. Inga, hey, how you doing? Wow, man, it's cold up there, huh? It's kind of chilly down here too. And there's my girl, Linda. What's up? Act like you know, my brother. Wow, wow, good to see you. David, 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 David. Yeah. Let's see here. David says, everything these days are elite minds, not leaders, but deceivers. You know, that's been pretty true for a while, which just puts more responsibility on you to not be a lemming and not be somebody that gets led, you know, and to keep your own eyes open in the world and especially in the energy world and the astral world, and keep your finger on what's actually happening. Like there's I really can't believe the way the nature of the world is now, and watching the media and the whole control thing. Whew, just kind of really scary. It's sort of like all the science fiction books I read when I was a kid. It's all like crazy coming to fruition. But, you know, we'll see. New energy in there right now. I'm giving it a shot. We'll see what happens. And, you know, hope always springs eternal. And ultimately, if you're connected to the good, you'll receive good. Yeah, okay. I had a woman she shows up here a lot. Hope you're out there in the slipstream, my darling. And she sent me a question. She was like really wrestling with something, and she sent me a really, really good question, and it sent me down a kind of interesting thing. And that is, you know, we always talk about loving yourself first. And that's the truth. Like, if you don't love yourself, you don't really have the capacity to love anyone else. And if you, you know, if you foster that love for yourself, that part of you that you're loving is actually part of the source. So you're constantly sending that love to the source as well. That love for yourself also builds a peace and a happiness and a calmness and an ability to cope with whatever craziness is going on out in the world. And inside you carry that with you all the time, which really makes it a lot easier to flow through what all of the twists and turns and the emotional upheavals, and like it's all gonna it's never gonna stop. It's kind of like the nature of the world and the way it was sort of designed. So, you know, your choice is to either get knocked around that and spend your time flopping up and down on the surface of the turbulent sea, or to like take the deep dive down into the goodness and just have that inside you all the time and take that into whatever. It makes the good good, it makes the bad stuff less bad, and it makes your capacity to make good decisions that heal you and heal the people around you and promote a feeling of gratitude and unconditional love that can emanate from you and affect the people around you. That's how change is actually affected. It's not an intellectual thing, it's an energetic thing. So give yourself a chance to really do some introspection and some focus on yourself and appreciate that, a lot of times with the introspection stuff, like the Black Mirror and all that, you're listening, you're like being objective and looking at yourself, at your faults and your flaws and your character twitches and things that like you want to work on and make better. But the purpose of the white mirror is to list the things that you do good and the parts of you that are connected and that you respect and you want to keep about yourself. And those things keep your light bright. And when your light is bright and you know that you're connected to the source, like that's the source of ultimate love. And if you can stay connected to that 24/7, you never have to do without that light. I don't want to ever do without that light again. I like that in my life all the freaking time. It's not something that I choose to go in and out of, like, okay, now I got to go to work and let's put that aside. No, I take that into everything. And I just strongly encourage you to do the same. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's show some. I've got some crazy selfies. Yeah, I want to share with you. These are pretty nuts. This is kind of like my energy goddess. Really enjoy this one a lot. There's kind of like these big uh, faces over here on the side, and then this like goddess face, and this crazy headdress, man. And as you get into it, it's pretty complex. Yeah, really enjoy that one. I like doing these selfies because you just let go. I don't care how grotesque or strange or weird I look. And finding these like just otherworldly aspects of myself pretty fun. Yeah. Wow. That was a tough day. Yeah. By location. That's actually a real effect where you can separate yourself and be as a thought form in another place and you in this place, and both of you carrying on conversations and like being in two places. So anyway, it's pretty fun. Yeah. All right. What's up, Mr. Zen? Glad to see you. All right. So I've got kind of a Grace Gorella, man. Hey, how are you? And Tattoo Socialite. What's up, girlfriend? Glad you could make it. Glad you got that heads up. And there's my bud, Jason Deloche, man. What's up, my friend? Glad to have you with us. I so enjoy our little energy crew these days. And Grace Grella, I'm going to give you a yell tomorrow. I'd love for you to come on the show in the next few weeks and share your gift with everybody. I think that would just be an absolute blast if you would be up for it. Oh, Jesse Snyder. Glad to have you with us. Glad you joined us. And Jesse, gonna have you on. And I sent you a message earlier today, man. Just pick a date, a Monday night, and we'll make that happen. So I have spent last 2 or 3 weeks, like really talking to a number of people that I know that have lost people and they're in the grieving process, and it's pretty hard. And last week I lost a couple of good friends to cancer, and one of them was kind of profoundly affected me because her name's Lisa Sproul Bowers, and I've been friends with her since I was 15 years old. I met her, I was I had just gotten in this band with these bunch of older guys that were all in their 20s, and the bass player had this like amazingly beautiful girlfriend and long black hair. She was the ultimate hippie chick. I Over the years, as we played together, I got to be really good friends with her. She's an Aquarian also. Oh, by the way, happy first day of Aquarius. She was an amazing artist. So, you know, at parties and stuff like that, I was never a big socializer at parties. I was like finding my little niche. So I would camp next to her and she'd just sit there and be sketching all night. Man, it just drew some of the most amazing things, just inspired me to the max. And really was, I would have to say, instrumental in me taking myself seriously as to studying art and becoming an artist myself. I would show her little drawings and doodles, and she was like, "Oh, come on, man, like do something." And you know, she watered me like all these years, and super sad that you know, I lost that thread in my sweater as well. But over the last few days, I've really been thinking a lot about one of the things that seems to be one of the things that seems to be the worst about that whole grieving scenario, losing somebody, is this feeling of helplessness. Like there's nothing that you can do. Like you just have to sit there with your memories and miss and long for the times that were, which are never going to come back. However, you are absolutely not helpless. And just like you send out energy to the source, and you know, we send out energy to, you know, help heal people and connect with people, you're still energetically connected to them, and they are not gone. And your energy, your love, your blessings, your prayers for their evolution and elevation help. And you know, and when I find myself starting, you know, like last week was really good practice for that. But every time I felt myself starting to go into the black space of being unhappy, you know, and sad that they were gone, and longing for the time when they weren't, a void in my life, I would just gather all, like, I still have one of the little drawings she did, and I pulled that out, and I just, man, she used to make me laugh all the time. So I just thought of all the good stuff, man. And I just threw the pain and the gook away and built up this big wave of beautiful energy for her, and just sent that as hard as I could, just with all my might, just to, like, for her elevation, blessings for her elevation and evolution, and unconditional love wherever she is. And you know, it makes me feel like, one, we're connected, which we are. That's a real connection, and that connection reflects back to you too. Maybe not right then when you're doing it, but in a dream or a song that comes on the radio or something. Yeah. So just try to remember, as you know, the dark waves sort of wash over, just go to that space of remembering the smiles, remembering the happiness, and build that up inside yourself and send that out in connection. And, you know, it's just like, on that side, your grief is not helping them. Your sadness is not helping them. You're like wanting to hold on, not helping them. But what will help them is for you to send their love and wishes for their growth and happiness, and making their way to what's next. So anyway, I'll throw that out to you. Oh, and one last thing. The most effective thing for the least amount of effort, which is, if you did any less, you'd be doing nothing. Jinsen Jitsu, you know, and being able to balance and smooth out like intense emotional states like worry, fear, anger, and your ring finger, grief. So, you start to go into that zone, grab your ring finger and sit there and just think about all the happy goodness and all the reasons that you love this person and were connected, and let that light just really shine and send it off. Okay. We might do that. Wow, I've talked a long time already. Okay. What do you think you become? All right. I'm gonna save the rest of this for next week. And I think we're gonna get down to some practice. Oh boy. Oh, by the way, anybody out there, Jen, glad to see you, man. Wow, it's a great little crew tonight. What a great night. Yeah, wow. This is going to be really, really fun. Okay. I'm going to start with a little sacred space, and we'll do a little angel card reading, and then we've got some energy. We've got a breath thing, a breathing thing to do that I think will be really super cool, and we'll send out some energy to everyone we love. And if anybody's out there that needs that would enjoy a reading of me pulling an angel card, put yourself, let me know in the chat, and we'll get to you. I usually do that at the end of the show, right before we sign off. All right. So as you're listening to the bowl, just kind of let that energy flow through you and flow through you out into your room, and just let it be like a wash of white light that just fills up the entire space, makes it nice and pristine, all pretty. Any of the gook of the day, send it all away. Here we go. With the brilliant light of the source, I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. With the brilliant light of the source, I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. With the glorious, brilliant light of the source, I banish and clean this space. I make this place pure. We come together again this evening to join our energy in the celebration of light. We create our sacred space, our circle of light, a place of safety, sanctuary, truth, and love. We ask that the angels be with us this evening. Hey, and that you share your wisdom, your love, and most especially your truth. With absolute gratitude for all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Infinite, unconditional love, and our wish for bliss to the source, we open our circle. Wow, yummy tonight. All right. All right, we're going to start with 3 cleansing breaths, but we're going to do our writing down the blank space breath. Okay. So I want you with your solar plexus to do the inhale, and you'll be inhaling through your nose. Fill your lungs up, fill yourself up. When you feel like you've gotten it all full, put a little more in there. And then as we release our breath, I want you to go really slow and imagine like you're a turbine going at full speed. And then as you start to release your breath, you flip the switch off and that machine starts slowing down. And connect that to your breath. And as you're exhaling, focus only on stopping, turning off the machine, stopping, and relax your body, just like the energy's gone out of it, like there's no energy to hold you up. Let your shoulders go limp, let your neck and head go limp, just like you were off. And as your breath runs out and you're at that space where you would go to take another breath, just hold it, and just don't think of anything. And you'll be able to, depending on where you're starting from, you'll be able to stay there for 5-6 seconds, and then we'll take an inhale. And the whole point of this is to get you down to a space where you recognize blank space, where miracles happen, where the center of the universe is, where everything magical springs from. And kind of cut a groove and write that into your aura so that it's easier to get back to. And, it really doesn't take much time to practice this. So if you do it every day and you get better and better and better, you can hold that space longer. It's delicious. And as you start to really get some ability to hold it, it changes you physiologically and mentally and spiritually, astrally as well, to a huge degree. And then after you've really kind of grasped that space, the more you do it, you can only hold it 5 or 6 seconds, then you're up to 10 seconds. And then you're able to stay there and start inhaling slowly. And then once you master that, you can stay in that space for 10, 15, 20 minutes, or as long as you want to. And that is a highly transformative state. So that's what the purpose of this is. I'm really long-winded tonight, man. This show's going to run long. Okay, here we go on the inhale. Use your solar plexus in through the nose. Inhale. Really pack it in there. Come on, play. Fill it up. Release, turning off the machine. Your thoughts are going. Your muscles are relaxing. Your body's turning off. Deeper. Silence. Inhale. Really fill it up. Bright white light. Exhale. Turning off. Going deep. Going deep. Everything's blank. Deeper. Silence. Okay, one more. Inhale. Fill it up good. Release. Turning off. Focus on the blank. Turning off the machine. Silence. Okay. Take a nice slow breath. Stay in that space for a moment. All right, we're going to try a new little cleansing here tonight. So I want you to imagine that your body is just a shell and you're hollow inside, except for a spinning ball of energy right in your center, right in your solar plexus. All right, I want you to put your attention and your intent into that sphere. And I want you to reach out when we inhale. I want you to grab on to the inside surface of your shell. And I want you to pull all the energy that's in your body. I want you to start drawing that into that sphere in your solar plexus, okay? And with each time that you pull, and I'm talking about grab on, don't just kind of think about it like send your energy out, grab on, and with the inhale, pull that energy into that spinning sphere. We'll do that about maybe 3 or 4 times. And with each time that you pull that energy and the sphere grows, you'll be able to pull more the next time. And what your intent is to pull all the energy in your physical body into that sphere. All right, so here we go. Your intent is in the sphere. Reach out to your shell and pull that energy in all directions. Inhale. Pull hard. Release. Inhale. You're making a mini sun in your center. Inhale. All the energy. It's getting bigger, bigger. It's spinning faster. One more. There you go. Draw. All right. Just experience that for a second. You're focused right in your core. You're bright, bright like the sun. Energy just spewing, radiating off of that sphere in all directions. All right, now I want you to take your intent inside the sphere. And this time we're going to do the inhale. But when you push out with your breath, on the exhale, I want you to push that energy out from your core out into your light body and just brighten it up so that it just radiates. So you could light the room up bright. Okay. All right, here we go. Now focus your energy on your core. Inhale and push. every direction. Inhale. Push. Make it bright. Make those colors bright. Make the light glow. Inhale. Push. Okay, they're yelling at me loud as loud can be to do the quick version of the 4-band elemental grounding. So that's what we're going to do. All right, now that your energy is nice and bright, anything that's attached from the world, any gook, any kind of little thought forms or energy packets, it's all like kind of shadowed against the brightness of your aura now. So I want you to take that energy from your solar plexus and feed it out to your hands so that all the energy in your body is now in your hands. And I want you to program that energy to be like a magnetic astral Swiffer, okay? So that as you drag that energy or energy hands down through your light body, it's collecting any kind of little gook, anything that doesn't belong to you at all, right? You know, this isn't about somebody cursing you or sending you bad stuff or anything like that. This is just about good astral hygiene. You know, and I was talking to somebody about this today. Like, there's so many things that you need to do. Like, there's so many different things. Well, yeah, it's overwhelming if you disconnect them and make them outside parts that you do when you're done with everything else. And this is a good example. You have to clean your body every day. You go out in the world, you get splashed with mud, you bump into stuff, you get dirt on your clothes, you sweat, and you come home and you take a shower, so you clean your body. So one of the cool ways to kind of incorporate this process that we're just about to do is while you're showering and you're cleaning your body, you can clean your astral body as well. And that water is fantastic for running over you, especially as it's running down the back of your neck and your spine, and all of that can wash right down the drain. And then you've combined two things you need to do into one thing. And it kind of unifies the whole concept of cleaning yourself, because your astral body is more than half of you. Your physical body is the hardware to the software, which is the set points and the energy that is in your light body. So when you're addressing both of those at the same time, good multitasking. All right, so here we go. Energy in your hands. Concentrate just for a second. Send that out to your hands. All right, and as we go through these, I want you just to drag your hands down like magnets, and just grab anything that's on there and just push it down into the earth. All right. So we're going to start with the energy band, or your 4th band, and that's your astral interface. That's your interface between the upper astral and the lower astral bands that you function with on a daily basis. So it's all about energy. So we're going to address any negative energy. All right, here we go. I ground any negative energy of any kind, of my own construction or anyone else's, in this frequency or any other. All right, now drag it down. Just grab it. Latch on, Inga. Yeah, any negative attachments, any negative energy of any kind, push it. All right, we're going to move to the second band, which is our emotional band, the biggest one that sticks a couple feet out from us at most of the time. It's always in flux because it's always getting input to react to. So that's where a majority of stuff collects. So we're going to address that. We might even do this one 3 times, okay? And really dig in with this, man. Really dig in with this, and let's do some good cleansing here. All right. I ground in a negative emotional goo of my own construction or anyone else's in this frequency or any other. All right. I ground rage, anger, resentment. I ground confusion, lack of clarity, feeling lost. I ground apathy. I ground fear, the great chameleon, in all its faces and forms. Push hard, grab on, clean it up, make it bright. Look at that. Any negative emotional goo of any kind, guilt, grief, soul-searing grief. Oh, here we go. Grab on hard. Subconscious rage. If you're near the ground, slap the earth a few times. Yeah. Subconscious stuff doesn't play. All right. I think we're pretty good on that. All right. Next we're going back out to the third band. That's your mental band. That's where information happens. That's where your objective central scrutinizer lives, that evaluates information, collects facts. No emotion there at all. So we're going to be addressing the mental aspect of our light body right now. All right. I ground in a negative mental goo of any kind, of my own construction or anyone else's, in this frequency or any other. All right, I ground on a unused patterned energy. Stick around up by your temples a little bit for this section. I ground on a negative thoughts of any kind. Obsessive thinking, circle thinking. Oh, the bane of my existence. I ground any negative thoughts sent by others, any negative thoughts sent by me. And the one that likes to hide in the background, gossip, negative gossip. Don't do it. Don't listen. Don't participate. All right. Last but not least, we're going to do the earth band, which is your material band. That's where things in the real world materialize. All right. I ground any negative material blockages of any kind, my own construction or anyone else's, in this frequency or any other. I ground any negative blockages relating to my home, my place of sanctuary and safety. I ground any negative blockages relating to my job, the way I make a living. I ground any negative material blockages relating to my finances or money. All right, really give a good scrape on this one. I ground any negative blockages relating to my health or my physical well-being. Put some juice. All right, I ground any negative material blockages relating to plans that are already in the works or future plans in idea stage. All right. I love feeling sparkly. Yum. Okay. Wow. Inga said she almost threw up. um, so you always want to, you got rid of all this gooky stuff that didn't belong to you. And now you have all this room for new, fresh energy. Usually I go down to the center. Yeah, we're going to do that again. My favorite place to draw energy from and do an energetic fill up is the center of the earth, right where the molten core is spinning and rubbing against the mantle. And it's creating this crackly, like blue electric, like Tesla coil kind of electromagnetic energy that's around there. It's pure, it's untainted by any, it's so deep in the earth, it hasn't been touched by any other energies. It's brand new off the energy press, hot out of the oven. And it is ultimate creative potential and yours to help you create the reality that you want to be living in. So if you clean yourself and get all fresh and sparkly and you arm yourself with this like whoa batch of invincibility, it's a good way to start the day, man. So taking your shower, cleaning it up, drawing it up, here we go. So what I want you to do is just close your eyes. Imagine you're standing on the surface of the earth and you've just got these big straws that go down all the way from the bottom of your feet all the way down to the center of the earth. And with each inhale of breath, I want you just to grab on. Imagine it's like a thick milkshake that you really have to draw on and put some energy behind that draw, man, and pull some of that energy up. When you really are connected, you'll start to feel the little tingle in your calves, and then it starts to go up your legs. And, when I first started doing it, I might spend 15, 20 minutes doing that. And I would just keep going until I got the goosebumps. And wow, when I got the rush up my spine and my skin popped out with goosebumps, I knew I was really good. So I'll offer that up to you tonight, and we'll do a quick charge up, maybe not all the way to full. All right. All right, reach down with your intent, down in that beautiful energy and draw it up. Pull hard, feel yourself. Feel it flowing up your legs and into your solar plexus. Yeah. Just stay focused, relaxed. Nice strong pull. Release. One more. All right, yummy. Okay, I've talked the whole show away, man. We'll stick around, and as long as we need to, we'll get everybody in on the reading. So appreciate you hanging in there with me. Grace, I'm glad. Me too. I love doing that. It refreshes me every day, and I'm glad you guys are feeling it too. All right, so where do we go? Wow, I'm still kind of in the zone. All right, we're going to talk about this week's angel card. Yeah, this week's card is number 57, the Angel of Discernment, Angel NENAHIAH. Super cool angel. And I talk about these cards, being the companion deck to the tarot deck, and like that 3P on the side of the right side of the card, that represents the Three of Pentacles, and the angel card correspondences are on the tarot cards as well. Anyway, I wanted to show you this particular card. It's one of my favorite of the Pentacles, and it's the Three of Pentacles. It's a place where you've achieved mastery, and the idea that you had back in the Ace of Pentacles is starting to grow. You connected up with partners and people that you needed in the Two of Pentacles, and now at the Three of Pentacles, you're like at the top of the game. You're getting paid top dollar for your stuff, and every life is really good. Just a word of advice on this card, though: don't rest on your laurels, because anybody that's at the top of the heap, has a target on their back, and the competition is always trying to figure out how to do it better and smarter and cheaper. And pretty soon you're just in the fray again. So, while you're on top, keep innovating, keep creating, and keep the energy flow of that success going. All right, so here's the reading for the angel card. Wow, you're not on there, are you? Okay. Well, what'd I do? Add to stage. There we go. Clear priorities, an excellent plan, and an overabundance of persistence. You are unified. Inga, it's kind of funny. We just had that conversation. You are unified, your mind, heart, and spirit all working for the same goal. That's when things really get real. You have real passion for your work. You're at the peak of your game, and you can make great progress now. You have great skill and ability and the talent to wield them. Your work is recognized, and your efforts will finally be rewarded. You have the ability to create and work out practical plans for any project, advancing step by step. You ground your vision in the practical world through physical effort. Clarify your priorities and commitments. Remain resolute on the endeavors that you want to make manifest in your life. Create with patience and tender loving care. Your creativity will pay off, and your ship will come in. Hard work and dedication to your goal will result in mastery. Your best work combines both your spiritual understanding and your technical skills with energy and desire. Oh my goodness. Create with patience and tender loving care. Your creativity will pay off, and your ship will come in. Your best work combines both your spiritual understanding and your technical skills with energy and desire. Wow. I'm really happy this is the card, and this is the energy of the week for me, man. And I hope you guys, these cards have kind of like taken on a collective meaning for people too. And, so grab onto this and you know, pitch something you've been working on. You know, get that pad out and take advantage of the ideas that you have happening right now, because it's a really fertile zone. We're still on the way from the winter solstice. We'll be riding that all the way to the spring equinox, and just it's a place where goodness happens every single time. All right. So enough of my yakking. We're going to get down to some angel card readings. So let me check back who we're. Yeah. Okay, Edward. It looks like Edward, Nancy, and Lady Jagger, and my friend Jesse. Inga just asked when the angel deck. I've sold out of the angel deck over Christmas, and you know, that's in the works. Doing that, I need to get rid of a few of my the tarot decks that were kind of still on the hook. I got a lot more of those than I did the angel deck. Probably a live and learn. Anyway, I'm not sure about the answer to that, but shortly. Yeah, absolutely shortly. Grace, thanks for coming. And love. I'm looking forward to having you on, as always. All right, so here we go. We're going to do Edward first. So, Edward, imagine that we're just standing face to face, and we're looking each other in the eye, okay? And I want you just to let go of everything else and just look at my eyes, and let's connect. If you have something specific you want to know about, beam that to me really hard. And if not, we'll just do some general words of wisdom. Focus. Here, do 3 quick breaths with me and just really focus. All right, words of wisdom for my friend Edward. Words of wisdom for my friend Edward. Words of wisdom for my friend Edward. Angel 28, the angel of longevity. Yeah, love that card. All right, here we go. Look for the truth that is not fantasy. Your false optimism and trying to hide your fears will only lead to more fear and weakness. When things are not happening the way you want them, be like water. Do not allow the tension and pressure to accumulate. Be like water. What the hell does that mean? Be like water means being flexible and letting go of the insistence of it having to be like that, and being like a reed in the wind and flowing with the energy as it presents itself. When things are not happening the way you want them, be like water and do not allow the tension and pressure to accumulate. It quickly becomes a defeatist attitude, the belief that you are being overrun by the enemy or that you are being betrayed. This attitude can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. Again, back to what we talked about at the beginning, what you think you become, and what you send out, you get back. Use your creativity and flexibility to claim the ultimate victory, the victory which provides for clarity of vision and creative expression experienced mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. All right, there you go, my brother. All right, this is for Nancy. You know the drill. Hey, if anybody's still out there that would like a reading, don't be shy. I'm feeling really connected today. Focus, Nats. Words of wisdom for Nancy. Words of wisdom for my cousin Nancy. Words of wisdom for Nancy. Wow, number one. The angel of will and new beginnings. Man, this angel is all about the creative fire. Love this angel. Okay, here we go. An important contract, transaction, or letter is indicated. You have jumped through all the hoops. Your foundation is solid. You are ambitious and a visionary thinker, willing to take the lead, hoping to make things better. Experience the fire and creative power of your emotions. You're skilled and can manifest your ideas into reality. Face it, you're bored. Your successes have walled you in and your world appears minuscule. You're tired and out of new ideas for what more to do. Your love of battle and challenge has left no satisfaction for your actual accomplishments after the fight has been won. You will have all the fire you need to take new paths, any direction you want to go. Here you are with the world in your hands. Use this creative fire to shape it to your passion. Use this creative fire to shape it to your passion. All right, let's see. All right, this is for my friend Jesse. Welcome, Jesse, man. I'm so happy you're here, dude. Jesse will be a guest of mine on the show in a few weeks. Super talented musician, fellow traveler on the path, and one of the first people that bought my decks. I can't wait to catch up with him and see how it's worked out. Jesse, focus. 3 deep ones. Words of wisdom from my friend Jesse. Words of wisdom for my friend Jesse. Words of wisdom from my friend Jesse. 49, the angel of elevation and grandeur. Yeah. Ah, come on. There we go. Things are moving fast in your affairs now. News is on the way. There will be steady growth and all the cosmic help you need. You are coming to the finish line on the fruition of your goals. You have stayed the course and reached the end of this part of the journey. You know, that's an awesome thing. Oh, cool. We finished. Oh, time to start again. Your efforts will now be completed as messages are exchanged, action is taken, proposals are made and accepted, and mutual settlements can be reached. Any obstacle that you're experiencing can be transformed or resolved now if you communicate directly, for you have found your focus and have the ability to express your energies creatively. Your goals are within your grasp, and new concepts will bring excellent results. Let your enthusiasm attract those who can and will help you. You cherish your freedom of speech and personal expression. Yes, you do, young man. Seek to unify all your opposite traits and skills into a harmonious whole. Inga, there we are again. Establish and affirm the vision of perfect harmony. Find your personal genius and inspire, relax, and heal others. Wow. Dude, yeah, that is so you. All right, let me look back and make sure that I've gotten everybody. Oh, Lady Jagger, absolutely. Thanks for sticking with me. Inga, okay, yeah, there we go. Always like your energy, Lady Jagger. Yeah, smiling right now, aren't you? All right, let's connect up. Words of wisdom for my friend Lady Jagger. Words of wisdom for my friend Lady Jagger. Words of wisdom for my friend Lady Jagger. Never forget to add the juice. Number 23, the angel of healing capacity. Yeah. You're bored. You need some motivation. You're unhappy with your accomplishments and the world in general, so you make no effort, believing it to be pointless. Allow things to flow. Have faith in God to create the necessary changes to regenerate these circumstances. Man, I wish I had a nickel for every time I've been the Phoenix. You are spiritually dissatisfied. You're exhausted and disgusted with your current situation. Your intuition has been halted by your lack of focus or your sense of purpose. And this indulgence in your emotions has led you to dissatisfaction and exhaustion. Anger is a great energy. Use it productively. Use your frustration to fuel your forward movement. Your fear becomes the target of your anger and thus loses its iron grip. Remain open to the new opportunities that life is offering you now. They bring contentment, peace, and deep, deep satisfaction. All right. Man, you know, I did these guys like 72. I did the automatic writing for these 72 days in a row. Each one of these readings felt like they were absolutely for me, man. And it was overwhelming at the end of that. I needed a month to kind of recuperate because they're intense, man. You know, fluff is nice, truth is perfect. All right, Inga, let's connect. Inga, focus. Deep breath. Here we go. Sink down, focus. Words of wisdom for my friend Inga. Words of wisdom for my friend Inga. Words of wisdom for my friend Inga. Oh, nice. Oh, you're going to love this. 27, the angel of propagation of light. Victory, victory. Victory, victory, victory. Keep the faith. The news you've been waiting for is coming, and you can win all your dreams. Don't give up. Keep trying. You will succeed. Believe in yourself. Love, love, love yourself. Love who you are. Love that you are the source. Love everything about who and what you are and the journey that you're on. Know that you've been given the skills and opportunities to realize your hopes and dreams for the future. Relax and concentrate on the task at hand. And you know what those are. You will succeed. You will know victory over the will over the physical world, the ability to change the course of destiny and thoughts. Success comes from gathering an excellent team to work together. You have the ability to persuade, influence, and counsel. And from your struggle to develop your ideas, there will emerge a dominant theme and a leader. Not everyone or everything is trustworthy. Use your intuition. You will feel when something is not right and the red light goes on. Trust that. Shift your emphasis from your problems to your joys. See what you want, like send that out to the world, like what you want, not what you don't want. See your victory. Assume it's done. Your optimism will produce the very success it desires and expect. Shift your emphasis from your problems to your joys. Shift your emphasis from your problems to your joys. See your victory. Assume it's done. Your optimism will produce the very success it desires and expects. Woohoo. You're welcome, Inga. Lady Jagger. Yeah, good. I'm really glad. Lady Jagger says shrieking at being read for Phil. Major confirmation on the workings. Yep. All right. Have I missed anyone by any chance? Let me go back through. Okay, well, I think that, let's see, there we go. Oh, a lot of comments tonight. Yeah. Okay, Frankie, man, I hope you stuck with me. All right, here we go. Frankie, focus. Come on. Words of wisdom for my friend Frankie. Words of wisdom for my friend Frankie. Words of wisdom for my friend Frankie. Ah, the angel of the evening. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and just for one more time, I sort of said this was a collective card when we did it, and obviously it is. So you got your reading at the beginning of the show, Frankie. All right, here we go. Clear priorities, an excellent plan, and an overabundance of persistence. You are unified. Your mind, heart, and spirit are all working for the same goal. You have real passion for your work. You are at the peak of your game, and you can make great progress now. You have great skill, ability, and the talent to wield them. Your work is recognized, and your efforts will finally be rewarded. You have the ability to create and work out practical plans for any project, advancing step by step. You ground your vision in the practical world, though, through physical effort. Clarify your priorities and commitments. Absolutely, girl. Remain resolute on the endeavors that you want to make manifest in your life. Create with patience and tender loving care. Your creativity will pay off and your ship will come in. Hard work and dedication to your goal will result in mastery. Your best work combines both your spiritual understanding and your technical skills with energy and desire. All right. All right. And Jason, absolutely, brother. All right. Focus hard, man. 3 deep breaths. Do that blank space, mini blank space. And just go deeper each time. And let's connect up really solid. There you go. Hold on. Words of wisdom for my friend Jason. Words of wisdom for my friend Jason. Words of wisdom for my friend Jason. Great one. Number 33, the angel of subordination to the higher order. 33, major master number. The tarot card that goes with this is the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles represents the 10 of Pentacles is when you've achieved your success, man. And it's like, your Elon Musk money, man. You've got everything you could want. You've got more than you could use. You could share it. You can be a philanthropist. And it's the kind of stuff you can leave to generations, right? The 9 of Pentacles is as stuff is starting to get good and you realize you're going to achieve your goal, but you haven't gotten there yet. It's like the last you're holding on right before an orgasm, right? It's like, boom. And then the 10 of Pentacles, right? So the 9 of Pentacles is just one of my favorite cards because I love that, like, it's happening feeling. So there you go. Follow the path with passion and heart. The result will be financial, emotional, physical, spiritual, mental, and material gain. Organize the elements of your life and the results will be success, a result of unifying your wisdom with your love in a creative way. Tangible manifestations are all around. Recognize that you feel incomplete only because you are still seeking the same outmoded goals, looking for inner satisfaction. It's fini. Move on. Seek what you have not yet found and you will succeed. Continue the work of your self-development. Have trust in your self-discipline and patience. You are in harmony with nature around you and everything will bear its fruit in time. You are not alone now. Distinguish what matters in life and what goals truly demand your maximum efforts. True success is inventing yourself out of the raw material given you by the circumstances and conditions of your life. The ability to know when others only guess. There you go. You've come a long way, man. Keep going, right? All right, so I guess, let's see. All right. Super grateful for everybody showing up tonight. All my friends, Jen, Jess, everybody that paid me a surprise visit. Really super grateful. Enjoyed your energy very much. And for all you guys that have been coming back every week, thank you so much, man. And I really enjoy sharing our energy very much. You know, as always, hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe. Yes, absolutely. You know, and if possible, leave a little comment down at the bottom, you know, hashtag Angel Channel, anything you want to do down there. It would super help me keep it going, man, and you know, get it out there to some more people. I'm humbled and overjoyed that it seems to really be making a difference in a few people's lives, and that's the payment. So anyway, until next week, you guys, I love you very much. Oh, by the way, decks still for sale. Hold on. Decks still for sale. And I'm doing a special like Angel Channel deal on the decks. If you buy a tarot deck, I will give you a large 2-hour like mega reading for free. So if you feel like doing that, you know, just contact me through the website and I'd be happy to do that. All right. You're welcome, Whitney, man. Thank you for participating. Love yourself. You know, I'm sending you some love. Send yourself some love. Whew. Good night tonight. All right, with love and gratitude, we close our circle and bid everyone depart. We thank the angels for their wisdom and their truth, their bright light, and their help with knowing the source better. And with absolute gratitude for it all, massive, infinite, unconditional love, and our wish for bliss to the source. Until next week, be in the light.